And that's a testament, I think, to the American people.
Doc Brandon in the House, who, by the way, just those of you keeping track, has had the best midterm election performance for any Democrat since John F. Kennedy.
Yep.
So, it's almost like he is popular in some weird way.
Yeah. Polls don't say that.
Oh, I have a guess the quote right out of the box for you.
Oh, good. Okay,
Didn't
let's
see
do
this coming, did you?
Let's do this.
Nice.
What Tuesday night's midterm election results suggest is that former President Donald Trump is perhaps the most profound vote repellent in modern American history.
Klondike Cat.
No, that would be Rupert Murdoch's New York Post.
Yeah. Oh,
Goodness.
wow.
To the Wall Street Journal, who had another scathing.
That's some feels.
All right.
And we were saying when he gets indicted, they will have a choice to make.
Oh,
I say finish him. Finish him.
he was colicky overnight. Did you
Pardon
see
me?
that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He was colicky.
Was he
overnight.
colicky?
it
Yeah,
was
I
in the
got
morning
that.
staff.
Okay.
I got that.
yeah.
I have the statement from the office of the 45th president. Yeah, he seems glued.
Great, Donald. You're doing great.
Wow. Can I just say, I agree with Andrew Wortman. He said, I think Democrats are going to hold the House and the Senate when all is said and done. Every ballot is counted. I've said that. I've said it. Dave Wasserman, Jamie Harrison just retweeted this. After last night's Nevada mail ballot trend, excellent chance now that Dems will have a 50-seat control in hand heading into the Georgia runoff. The Catherine Cortez Masto race is looking good. And can I just say, I am so with Elie Mystal. He said, remember when Gretchen Whitmer won re-election in a battleground state and actually helped Michigan Dems sweep control of state government and did it all despite a literal kidnapping plot? That all happened, and I'm sure the media will fawn over Ron DeSantis. Are we going to do this again, media?
Yeah.
Really? Are we going to do this again?
I've seen a lot of Whitmer coverage.
Right, but I mean, is it because she's a woman? All the thing is, all the coverage is about anointing Ron
because
DeSantis.
DeSantis is like their hope to get rid of Trump.
Right, but also, like, here we go, horse race for 2024, blah, blah, blah. And
Jared Polis did it in Colorado, too.
Thank you, Jared Polis. I was going to say another...
rock star.
Yes.
And
Yes, I mean...
we'll see if Boebert pulls that race.
I was the only one that I was not the only one that made an inappropriate sex worker joke.
Oh, yeah.
I technically, of course, was not... If we would review, I wasn't saying... Technically, she could go back to sex work. What I said is she could help, be like her husband's assistant in holding his D while he exposes it to teenage girls at bowling
I
alleys.
think I said-
Allegedly.
So that's not really sex work because it's your husband. It's more like you're a helper.
You're like a PA on a...
Right. You're a production assistant
That's called-
for your husband's penis.
Right.
They call it a fluffer in the industry.
Yes. Where's my gasps? Yeah, who was it? Oh, Kurt Bardella said it on MSNBC and everybody.
I think I said that yesterday on our show.
That's why I'm not invited on
Yeah.
TV anymore because I already say it on here. Whatever. Gasp the pearls.
I'm just
Clutch
gonna say,
the pearls on TV.
I'm gonna say Kurt listens to us though.
Hi, Kurt. I've been on MSNBC with Kurt. So
Yeah,
yes.
okay, all
I think
right.
my filthiness has rubbed off on him.
Yeah, they clutch their pearls.
Oh,
over
Good
there.
job.
Also,
Good
I was looking for an artifact on my wall. I'm going to take total credit for Washoe County. Reno.
Washoe.
Yeah, exactly.
said
I spoke to the Washoe County Democrats 15 years ago, and I'm going to say that's what got them fired up to flip that to so that's
Finally.
why
We
the
had
Catherine
a
Cortez-
very good affiliate in Reno.
We had a great affiliate.
Yes.
and I love those Washoe
Washoe.
County Democrats.
Yes.
I'm going to say that's they have slow reaction time there. It was 15 years ago. I got them fired up, ready to go when we started the show back then.
I remember.
Yeah, when we went places, we left the basement.
Well,
Yeah,
You also had a studio for
you
reals.
you went to Columbus.
I did in a hailstorm.
Yes.
in which Jim Ward sang Buddy Holly songs all the way until we landed, which was not funny.
No.
That's not comforting
No.
at all.
No, it was not. I retaliated. I started singing Loretta Lynn songs to him.
You also went to Fresno.
Two can play at this.
You also went to Fresno.
I did, Travis.
That's how I first discovered you because we didn't have you in San Diego and when I was visiting
Yeah.
my parents in
I
Fresno.
think you stayed at a janky hotel. Like you wouldn't stop talking about how janky the hotel
That's
was.
all
is there any other?
That's all hotels in Fresno. 4-star, huh?
It was
Remember,
like
and in Columbus, after Jim and I survived the hailstorm and the
Yeah.
bumpy plane ride, remember the guy that owns the show had removed our mini bars so that we didn't drink too much.
right.
Yeah.
He also
and then
removed your
Ron's
parking
wife
brake.
said that he was being too controlling.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
He also removed your parking brakes.
No, he didn't. Ron didn't remove the parking brake. Jim Ward pulled it out. physically. We were in a
Okay.
hailstorm.
That's not
And
good.
he was like, let's just do that. He was holding it in his hand. Like, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be attached to the car.
It would work better that way.
Yeah.
I'm not a gearhead, but I could tell you that much.
Yeah. Yeah. That part's supposed to be in there, right?
And attached to something, not
Yeah.
just in there.
Right. Okay. All right. By the way, Joe Biden said it. I think we owe a big thank you to some groups yesterday, election workers, despite all these horrible
Yes.
threats. The fact that, and they were very transparent and explained to voters that if you notice, it once again exposes this ridiculous party.
Yeah.
That there were no cries of fraud. None of them cried fraud in all
Right.
of their races they won when Trump lost. Right?
Carrie
It's
Lake-
one man's ego
Yeah.
that they've been getting. This is just blown up in their faces. There was, all these election deniers all conceded their races. It's like, and as Dan Crenshaw said, they all knew. They all said behind
Yeah.
closed doors. They knew this was a big lie. It's just that Donald Trump lost, and they didn't want to. And now, I mean, they're
Suddenly-
outwardly Fox News, like Wall Street Journal, New York Post. I mean, they have thrown Trump under the bus.
Did you hear Laura and Jesse last night on
Let's-
Fox?
Oh, this is delicious. I couldn't decide what to take for breakfast first at the breakfast buffet, but let's do a Fox News mashup.
This is like French toast. It's delicious.
Pass the syrup.
What number?
24.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Oh, we forgot to tell you.
Yeah, thanks.
We thought you
All
were
right.
just
Going into 2024, the Republicans are going to be looking for candidates who are focused on winning, not just making a point or settling a score. The populist movement is about ideas. It is not about any one person. If the voters conclude that you're putting your own ego or your own grudges ahead of what's good for the country, they're going to look elsewhere, period.
McConnell spent close to $400 million on these Senate candidates. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but that is a lot of money. And we didn't pick up a single seat. So either some of these candidates are garbage or the money's not being well spent. But Trump's sitting on a massive war chest in Mar-a-Lago. Where'd that money go?
They're mad at Fox News.
they're so mad. And so's Baby. Baby's so mad at Mar-a-Lago this morning.
We gave you all the free PR you could ask for, Donald, and had all your candidates on non-stop the whole time.
I'm sorry, I'll get to the statement from the.
Oh, yeah.
First, I forgot my thank yous. Youngins. Oh my God. Youngins. Holy cow. Our friend Victor Shee, who we just had on, right?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yes, election day. Hold please. Hang on. Hold on.
Did you lose him?
No, I got it.
He's small. He's easy to misplace.
Robert Reich actually was the first one that said by 2028, millennials and Gen Z will dominate U.S. elections. This is why the GOP is pulling out all the stops to entrench their power. They know they don't stand a chance against a multiracial, progressive generation of young people that will make their backward ideas irrelevant. Palmer report said, yes, by all means, Republicans, keep talking openly about how people under 21 shouldn't be allowed to vote. Keep saying it. Be sure to say it very loudly. You can't actually do it, but your empty threats will motivate even more people under 21 to vote Democratic going forward. The
saw-
youth turnout. I mean, it saved
Utes.
us in a lot of
Yeah.
places. The youths, yeah.
I saw a lot of that talk about the under 21 vote, and there's
Because
no.
that's all the Republicans do. Like, they
but
voted
there's
for it. We got to
no-
find a way to stop them from voting then.
Where's that coming from? Because there's no news story anywhere of any Republicans saying that. So we need to Twitter calm down a little bit,
Right.
because that's not a news story. They're not saying
there
it.
were right, but I mean, obviously, the youth vote was really
Right.
determinative, and this is. But I mean, they've already done that in places where let's take all the polling locations out of near universities,
Right.
And let's make sure you can't use a student
That's not
ID.
changing the
They
voting
already
age,
know
though.
they're losing the demographic
Right.
and generational battle.
Sarah Seidner of CNN on Tuesday was at Arizona State
Sarah Seidner of CNN, you say?
Yes. She was at Arizona State University at a polling place,
Yeah.
and I'm like, the line was
Yeah.
really long, and I'm
Yeah.
really proud of ASU, but when did they get a polling place on campus? When I voted there, we had to go to a park off campus.
where's your nostalgia music,
we
Grandpa?
had to go
in
off
my
campus
day, you had
to vote for Ross Perot.
in my day to what?
Well, that was
How
the first
dare
mistake.
you?
That
You
was when
ruined America.
That was when I voted for Ross
In
Perot.
my day, I had to walk 40 miles in the desert sand to vote for Ross Perot and screw up America.
Across the sand dune.
We voted on campus at UCSD.
Yeah, we didn't have a polling place on
Yeah, we
campus.
had polling place on campus.
Who said the red wave was more like a pink splash, kind of like when you accidentally wash your Klan robe with your MAGA hat?
Snagglepuss.
No, Stephen Colbert.
Oh,
That's very funny.
okay.
That's funny.
Snagglepuss looks like he washed himself with his Klan robe
Yeah.
and MAGA hat.
Oh my God. Okay. By the way, fine American Dana Milbank, thank you. Eric Bollerting, he wrote a piece, biggest loser of the midterm elections, the media, beyond Donald Trump, obviously, the biggest loser. Can we get, what's that British lady just to come and go, you are the weakest link, goodbye.
I think she
So
might
the Republican
have
Party might
passed
hire her
away.
to go to Mar-a-Lago. Did she pass away?
Well, we can get Jane Lynch
Oh, okay. Yeah.
because she did the American
Right.
version.
Yes.
Yeah. Recent?
Yes.
Yeah.
And is very much alive.
Yes.
And we apologize if we killed the nice British lady.
I might need to. Anne Robinson was her name. I might need
Yes.
to double check
Yeah,
that.
why don't you've killed a lot of people on
I
this show.
have, yeah.
Dana writes, we don't know precisely who won the 2022 midterms, but certainly we know who lost. I'm sorry to say my colleagues in the political press blew it. The headlines coming into Tuesday's election almost uniformly predicted a Democratic wipeout. And some people, some mooks, ate that up like nobody's business.
Anne Robinson is alive.
Oh my God, Chris, how many people have you killed
Chris is
unnecessarily
responsible for more
on
deaths
this
than
show?
guns.
Sorry.
Okay. What they were seeing, and more important, the Democratic operatives I spoke to weren't seeing back in mid-August. I wrote a column titled, Why That Red Wave Might End Up a Ripple. I've been saying this for how long? So what? Oh, by the way, Malcolm Nance is back. I think that's another really good sign
In
for
the United
democracy.
States. Yes.
He will join us
Yes.
next hour.
Yes.
It's very exciting. Dana says political journalists were suckered by a wave of Republican junk polls. Who said that?
Stephanie Miller.
Thank you. Thank you, America. In the closing weeks of the campaign, they were also swayed by some reputable polling organizations that, burned by past failures to capture MAGA voters, overweighted their polls to account for that in ways that simply didn't make sense. And reporters fell for Republican feints and misdirection as Republican operatives successfully created an artificial sense of momentum by talking about how they were spending money in reliably blue areas. It was telling that Republican campaigns didn't release their own polls to confirm the dubious results that Rasmussen, etc., were producing. We just like saying Rasmussen. Okay. Real Clear Politics, for example, moved Senator Michael Bennet, Colorado, into a toss-up status. In the closing days, Bennet beat his Republican opponent by double digits. The news media took the faulty assumption that Republicans would enjoy a red wave and plugged in explanations for the imagined outcome. Democrats blew it because they spoke too much about abortion and democracy, too little about the economy and crime. In fact, crime economy figured prominently in many Democratic campaigns. Did Democrats place a losing bet on abortion? Well, that's what we found out in the polling afterwards. Abortion and democracy were two of the biggest driving issues. Democrats were absolutely right. I can't. NPR said many outlets asserted that Democrats are losing Latino voters, and some Democrats started a premature circular firing squad. Dana finishes the day before the election. Bloomberg had the headline, Inflation-Focused Voters Defy Biden's Bid to Change the Subject. On Wednesday morning, that same writer tweeted a bit of a corrective. Biden, despite his low approval rating and relative absence on the campaign trail, will likely be able to claim best midterm performance for incumbent president's party in 20 years. Yeah, maybe all the coverage has been wrong about Biden. And that's why it's like, that's what I keep saying. His low approval rating, it's like a circular, it's driven by the way the press covers him. And it is just, belies reality sometimes. So anyway, thank you, Dana. Thanks for your Eric Bowler thing. What, Chris, what was I saying to you? Oh, yesterday after the show, I was saying, the way it's framing, I'm not trying to say, oh, you need to put a Democratic spin. I'm talking about when you say, oh, crime is up. Well, first of all, crime went down during COVID because nobody went out.
Yeah.
Right? It had nothing to do with Trump. Trump didn't, it was nobody,
Didn't
because we had to
save the
stay
world.
home and wipe our ass with coffee filters. So of course, crime.
You're providing context, Ms. Miller.
Thank you, Mr. Lobot, as Siri would call you.
I think Siri has learned by now. That was like,
no.
That was 10 years ago when Siri called.
She's gotten better.
Yeah.
Right. But anyway, again, just the whole inflation story. Not Biden's fault, all over the world, also caused by, post-COVID stuff. But anyway, good job, everybody. I still believe we're going to hold. And Malcolm Nance is back. And Dana Goldberg's here. And Carl Frisch. And
everything's better.
Dr. Doom, right? Dr. Doom's probably happy-clappy today. The world's upside down.
He might just not be as doomy.
Oh, I haven't even gotten to the statement from the president.
Something to look forward to.
Extra colicky. Super fun.